So tomorrow is today in the world of Fortnite, and we had a bunch of warnings yesterday that Tilted Towers was going to be destroyed today, and so far we've seen nothing. If you guys missed my video from yesterday, be sure to check it out on screen now as an interactive eye or down below in the description. But we have gotten something new today, something which is really exciting and is to prepare us for something that's going to happen very soon. Now, if you're hyped about this, make sure you leave a thumbs up on the video and leave your thoughts on what you think is going to happen with this down below in the comment section. But starting today, television screens across the map of Fortnite have started broadcasting a strange feed of a llama joined by an emergency siren. So this simply is an emergency broadcast which is being sent to every TV that exists within the map of Fortnite. And a little while after this started happening, Fortnite posted this image on their Twitter as well as their Instagram, and all that is connotated with it is simply a question mark, and it's the same thing that we see on the TV screens. Now, this is, of course, highly likely related to the signs that appeared in Tilted Towers yesterday, which suggested that something would happen today, and it looks like the end is near, and this emergency broadcast is pretty much preparing us because something very big is going to happen. Now, when I see this instantly reminds me of something from Fallout, or just some sort of warning about a apocalyptic event that's going to take place. Normally in real life, when a big natural disaster is about to happen, there are emergency sirens and broadcasters which are broadcast to every sort of electronic device available. In Japan, they have siren noises which play out of pretty much any street corner. Your phone comes up with an emergency broadcast or emergency message if there's a hurricane or some sort of natural disaster about to happen, and it seems to be what's going to happen with Fortnite. Now, these TVs have been in the game, have been in these spots for the longest time now. They've never done anything, and the whole purpose is extremely clever that they were all for this strange emergency broadcast. Now, obviously, what does this mean? Well, this obviously means that something is going to happen very soon, and of course, it is very much going to be related to the meteor. Whether it's going to be hitting Tilted Towers or not, it's definitely going to be a meteor that's going to hit the map, and something big is going to happen. Now, I did mention in yesterday's video that there was a lot of speculation about the meteors, and a user on Twitter called 2EpicBuddies data mined some files which brought to our attention the nature of these meteors. And there's a possibility that these meteors could be replacing the supply drops, as the files that have been mined suggest that they will act in the same way, such as falling from the sky, and that they can be opened. And I showed you the names for these sound files in the video yesterday, but we didn't have the actual audio for them until today. And what I'm going to be playing for you now is the sound files for each of these, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to start with the meteor almost landed noise. Now that just sounds absolutely awesome. It sounds like the meteor is like flying past above you, and as you look into the sky, you'll just see this thing fly across from you, and it sounds like this is going to be very, very big. Like, not just a small meteor, it's going to be huge. The next sound is called Meteor Breaking Open, which just sounds, again, amazing. All these sound effects are unreal, and if this is to be the case, then what could happen is we're going to get a brand new game mode, which is going to be related to these meteors, and they're going to crash into the map like supply drops. But being honest, to me, I can't imagine that being the only change that they'd make. Like, they've gone through all this effort, all this teasing, just for meteors to replace supply drops. It sounds like there's going to be something a lot more to it. But going through again, we have meteor distant explosion, then we have meteor falling distant, very distant, and landing distant. So here we go. All of these sounds sound absolutely unreal. Now, can you just picture what's going on in the game right now from hearing these sounds? It's very difficult, but it's still so amazing to hear this stuff nonetheless. The next one we have is Meteor Sonic Boom. Now, I don't know what exactly the Meteor could be doing in order for it to create a sonic boom. Perhaps the main one we see in the sky is the one that's going to fall down and cause mass destruction, but there's going to be smaller meteors flying in, which are going to give us supply drops. Now, the next one we have is Meteor Impact. This is the one that we have been waiting for. Like, there's no doubt in my mind, you hear that thing, that sounds like it's literally dropping right in front of you, and that just sounds amazing. And then we have one more called Meteor Sub-Impact. Still sounds amazing either way, but with the theme of Season 3 being space, it really makes me believe that Season 4 could be related to aliens. There's been a lot of, people's ideas of there being a UFO within the massive meteor, and we also saw in yesterday's update a UFO light in the sky, and one of the signs in Tilted Towers also being a UFO. What if besides there just being the supply drops, we actually see some form of alien AI enter the Battle Royale map? And I don't know what exactly they could do. I really have no idea, but all we know is that the meteor is going to work like supply drops, but there's obviously something much bigger at hand here, and I really do believe that parts of the map will actually be destroyed because of it. We just don't know exactly if it's going to be only restricted to Tilted Towers, but you got to think of this regardless. This is a game mode, so it's not going to replace the map entirely. This is just going to be something which will be temporarily in the game, but for them to make this much effort, it's not going to be something which I believe would only be there for a few days. It sounds like there is so much work going into this and so much crypticness going into this that it really reminds me of like a really longed out Easter egg of sorts, which I think is truly awesome. I cannot wait to see what happens next, and I guess we can only have to play Fortnite and wait till tomorrow or maybe even later on tonight for some new advances to what they're doing here, teasing this massive event that's about to happen. But thank you for watching. You've been amazing. Make sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed, turn on post notifications so you never miss another video from myself, and I'll catch you next time.